Welcome to Sub-Lgrc Ormoc, the personality of the DILG Ormoc that espouses knowledge management in developing innovations to support the local governance in our locality. The Sub-Lgrc Ormoc has been very supportive and provided a structure of using knowledge as well as innovations to develop programs that would further enhance local governance as well as ensuring that knowledge management as well as good governance is rolled out not only to the city government but further to the barangays. In 2023, the Sub-Lgrc Ormoc developed the Kaalambuan program, which is our LGRRC to the barangays. Kaalambuan is taken from the root word Kaalam, which is knowledge, and Lambu, which is progress. It is the vision of Sub-Lgrc Ormoc, wherein we could develop a community of practice here in Ormoc City. We believe that through knowledge as a currency, we could fuel innovations that are evidence-based and practical for the improvement of our programs in governance. So join me as we delve into the programs of Sub-Lgrc Ormoc that have truly changed the perspective of the city government as well as the barangays in good governance. The Sub-Lgrc Ormoc, in its support to the ongoing efforts of the city government of Ormoc, has aligned its programs through innovations and capacity development interventions that would allow us to provide greater support and strengthen the local government unit in its aspiration to three major programs, which is number one is on peace and development, followed by disaster resiliency, and third is on good governance. These three pillars are all aligned to the city mayor's dreams and aspirations. As we call it here, this is the tree of dreams. And on the first part, which is peace and development, the city mayor believes that it is the soil of peace that provides nourishment for progress. And with such, the city government of Ormoc, in collaboration with Sub-Lgrc, develop capacity development interventions that would further strengthen the city government employees, the barangays, as well as our MSAC stakeholders in developing programs that would further enhance our knowledge and appreciation on peace and development efforts towards a national goal.
With the continuous effort to support the anti-insurgency campaign of the government through the revitalized RCSP CUCPD program, localized as Project Governance in Monitored Areas version 2.0 or Project GOMA. Project GOMA 2.0 allows us to conduct activities aligned with the National Task Force LCAC goal, which is to eradicate insurgency. For Ormoc, it is our effort to have a continuous and strong relationship with the law enforcement agencies, as well as grassroots education and advocacy campaigns for us to finally veer away from supporting the CTGs and enhance the capacity of the barangay in the delivery of services. Next is our continuous effort to uphold the advocacy on anti-illegal drugs. The Ormoc Sub-Lgrc has been collaborating with various national government agencies in conducting research as well as developing knowledge materials that can be distributed to different schools and also to communities in the fight against illegal drugs. The Sub-Lgrc Ormoc has been an arm of the BD program of the DILG in helping the advocacy campaign against anti-illegal drugs. With this, DILG Sub-Lgrc, together with the city government of Ormoc, conducted a series of workshops on developing infomercials as well as the layouting of knowledge materials that would further keep the interest of the community, even at the social media, to continue to talk about anti-illegal drugs and its ill effects, so that we could strengthen our resolve in the fight against illegal drugs and maintain our barangays as drug-cleared. and to reinforce the local government unit in its aspiration to recognize the law enforcement agencies and their personnel for their effort in maintaining peace and order in Ormoc City.
The Sub-Lgrc Ormoc developed the Pagsaludo Awards guidelines that look into the merits and innovations of the law enforcement agencies in their conduct of operations and further strengthening their capacity in fighting against criminality, insurgency, and maintaining public safety. Aware of the risks and threats of natural disasters in Eastern Visayas, the Eastern Visayas LGRRC espoused community resiliency as top priority for sub-LGRCs in the province of Leyte, Southern Leyte, and the island of Biliran. With this, Sub-Lgrc Ormoc espoused community resiliency as one of its targets in partnership with the local government unit of Ormoc. We have continuously provided capacity interventions for barangays in developing their barangay disaster risk reduction management plans, as well as espousing and strengthening the capacity of the City Disaster Risk Reduction Office in conducting interventions and in planning for disaster resilience. Disaster resilience is one of the priority of Mayor Lucy Torres Gomez. Hence, with this, continuous workshops and dialogues are conducted with different partners such as the NRC and the OCD so that we could further develop materials that would enhance the capacity of our barangays and the local government unit of Ormoc. The discussion on protecting our mangroves, the continuous effort in preserving our mangroves, as well as the reforestation activities of Sub-Lgrc Ormoc in partnership with our Multi-Sectoral Advisory Council has been at the forefront in our effort on climate change mitigation. The conversation on good local governance has been streamlined by Sub-Lgrc Ormoc, not only to the city government of Ormoc, to its barangays, but most importantly, to the community of practice alongside with our Multi-Sectoral Advisory Council. In 2022, Ormoc City got its first seal of good local governance, and this was further sustained in 2023. This would have not been possible by the systems that we have put into place so that good local governance and the conversation will be a continuous dialogue up until it becomes a culture of governance in the city government. We have provided capacity development interventions for the city government offices, particularly those who are directly answerable to the indicators of the SJLG, for them to put their best and to continuously be mindful of the indicators that are enlisted in the SJLG. For the barangays, the institutionalization of good governance came through Sub-Lgrc Ormoc Kabarangayan, our awards and recognition that has been established and institutionalized in 2023 through a city ordinance. The Sub-Lgrc Ormoc Kabarangayan provides a series of indicators of how we could rate the barangays in terms of their performance. In the recent year, the Sub-Lgrc Ormoc Kabarangayan has evolved in taking into consideration the indicators of Seal of Good Local Governance for barangays as the major indicators for the award. Yearly, through the Sub-Lgrc Ormoc Kabarangayan, 10 outstanding barangays are awarded with 100,000 pesos and 10 punong barangays are selected as outstanding punong barangays. The cash prize being provided by the city government of Ormoc has to be provided with a proposal from the barangay for it to be able to implement its project using the award that was given. Ormoc, in the recent years, has been a buzzword in governance because of our effort to merge its 29 small poblacion barangays into 3 barangays with 1 which is renamed. The first ever barangay merger in the country. To note that this effort was the first ever barangay merger that was done through an effort of a local ordinance. The barangay merger program is now rolling in its operations with the conduct of the barangay and SK elections in 2023, where the new elected officials for the 4 new super barangays of Ormoc has been in place. Thanks to our collaborative research with the Development Academy of the Philippines that map out the next important steps that we have to conduct as futurist thinkers for these super barangays that Ormoc has merged. We have developed our 20-year work plan in order for these super barangays to function to its fullest and provide the services to its constituents. In the start of Sub-Lgrc Ormoc, we conceptualized our official publication. The official publication's title is The Lumulupyo. It tells about the people who lives in the particular place. And for us here in Sub-Lgrc Ormoc, we believe that our Sub-Lgrc effort should be able to redound not only to the local government unit, not only to the barangay officials, but further down to the people who will benefit from the services of enhanced programs that went through the rigors of research as well as evidence-based practice so that we could further enhance our delivery of service to the people. The Lumulupyo is the end goal of the Sub-Lgrc. And in our journey here in Sub-Lgrc Ormoc, we have not only found our happiness and enjoyment in doing the works and rigors of Sub-Lgrc through the development of knowledge products as well as the enhancement of the programs. What truly matters to us is the lives that we have changed by providing a new perspective in good local governance that led to the enhancement of the services of the city government and the barangay government. Sub-Lgrc Ormoc has been recognized by the Dayaw Awards of the DILG Regionate as the best Sub-Lgrc in the whole region. And we shall continue to do what makes us happy, and that is in serving the Lumulupyo through knowledge management and enhancing the programs to evidence-based practice. We hope to continue our efforts in Sub-Lgrc Ormoc by bringing all together into one table and developing a robust community of practitioners who puts knowledge management into the table as a service to the Filipinos. Maraming salamat po at ito po ang inyong Sub-Lgrc Ormoc at ako po si John Reddy Briones, ang Sub-Lgrc Manager at CLGOO ng Ormoc City.